So it is another week and I'm doing another vlog here. I'm just doing kind of a weekly, what do I need to do, throwing out some ideas thing. It's kind of fun to do each week, and also it kind of gives me some focus. As I mentioned in my last video, I had an idea where, and this was a brilliant idea, and I still think it is, where I was booking shows in different places, and then while going to play those solo shows, I was going to source vintage toys, games, and books at local estate sales in the areas and check out antique shops and meet the owners. And I did kind of do that in the first town. And then on the way down to the show, which was down in Mississippi, car broke down, whole thing fell apart. I still did the show, but then it was just trying to get back. So that kind of threw a wrench in the whole thing. I still think it's a good idea. So I'm going to pursue that, but now I'm going to kind of take my time and maybe do something a little closer. Maybe something that's not 12 hours away. When I got back, I also mentioned that there was an email that I got from an audio tech conference that I submitted to in France. And I was accepted to speak at this conference. I ended up spending a lot more money than I meant to on the trip down to Mississippi. So I'm kind of weighing the options on whether or not I'm actually gonna go speak at this conference in France. And one of the reasons I got this talk too is because I guess you would say my niche, as far as even my art and my music, is kind of based in open source and Creative Commons and just remix culture. I've been into the technology of things and how it works and how to do it for free. Kind of like the way that my business actually only costs me about $12 a year because all I have to pay for is the domain. So I'm really into that type of stuff. And the Federated universe, which is kind of the social networking that's open source, but also self-contained, sort of the things you may have heard about like Mastodon or PixelFed. I've really been into that community, and I've actually met a lot of other artists, creators, and musicians through that. So I've really been digging that, and it's kind of been driving what I want to do creatively, even artistically. In the Federated world, there is a lot of support. It's still fresh enough. It's still new enough. It's still exciting enough. And people all kind of have the same mindset. And I mean that truthfully, not as a marketing tactic. I mean, I have been reaching out and talking to these people and sharing the work that they have, and they've been interested in mine. It's been very interesting. But I will say, for things like selling my pop culture stuff, I do continue to use Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest for that, because I'm not an idiot. The people that want to buy my stuff are all on those platforms looking for things, sharing nostalgic things from the 80s. I mean, how many, well, I guess for me, how many posts do I get going, I'm this old because I remember padlocks on lockers or some stupid thing like that. But that's, I'm not going to go crazy nuts. This is where my pop culture stuff goes. The other thing that I'm trying to do too is basically still continue to do my comic. While I've been focusing more recently on my fictional comic, which is Bobert and the Monster, which is kind of more like the Bugs Bunny, Sylvester and Tweety sort of things, where you have two people who are pitted against each other for some reason, and all they do is kind of annoy each other. It's like the Three Stooges, only they're not together. Can't think of a better way to explain that, but that's what it is. The thing that I previously had done for the past 8 years, I think now, was I did a diary comic where I wrote about one thing that happened to me that day that I thought was interesting. And I stopped that for a while because, I don't know, it was just one of those things where I kind of didn't want to do it sometimes. And I thought, well, that's no fun, so let me try other things. Thing is when I went to go do this trip/vlogging tour that I was doing, I didn't film a lot of it because of the frustrating car breaking down aspect of it. So I've been drawing a comic about it. So while it has been documenting what happened that day, it's not the same because I'm really documenting everything I can remember that happened throughout the day. So I've been kind of working on that in the background and slowly releasing it on my website. Right now, I am making my comics, and then when I have enough of them, I put them together as a book on Amazon. If you have a Kindle Unlimited account, people who go there, they subscribe to read books. So I just advertise on Amazon to people with a Kindle Unlimited account, and they can read through it, and I get paid per page. And that's kind of my methodology for marketing my book right now. On my podcast for my band, which I started because I wanted to network, meet other musicians, it's actually a very, not selfish, but I don't care if people listen to it. My main reason for doing it is to meet people and expand who I know in the music world. And that's what I like about it. So it's kind of no pressure in the sense. But the other thing too is that these artists that I've met, last year I got the idea to put out a remix album of some of the songs we've done and have some of the artists that I spoke to on the podcast make these remixes. So it was kind of like cross-promoting between the two of us. And I'm doing that again this year, where I'm going to be releasing another remix album in July, and I'm reaching out to these artists that I spoke to on the show. And I'm also meeting a lot of their fans, because being in the Federated Mastodon world, they also have the same interests. They also are very pro open source, pro ownership of your own artistic thoughts, work. For some reason, I can't think of the word I want to use, but I think those worked. And on top of that, I'm still selling my vintage toys, games, and books, and I'm doing that mainly on eBay and Mercari. It's a good thing to kind of have running in the background while I try and get monetized for making music or for making comics. I mean, the basic concept is commerce. I sell it for 2 to 4 to 5 times what I got it for from going out and hunting for it. And each week I pretty much double what I spent from the things that I found. I mean, that strategy is working well. I do want to promote it more though. I'd like to make more sales. I mean, of course. But as far as building kind of the, I don't know, long-term vision for my artistic work, my band does a live stream each week, and we've kind of turned it more into a podcast. I mean, it's really our band practice. We go through some of the songs we know just to keep our chops up, and then in the middle, we actually work on a new song, like mistakes and all, arguing with each other about what's what, how long a verse is. No, it's 2 measures. No, it's 4 measures, you know, stuff like that. But we also joke to the camera, and that's what our practice is. I mean, our practice is suddenly we go off on a weird tangent, and then all of a sudden, boom, we pop into a song. It's fun, and we've been trying to build up our live stream audience for that, and again, get monetized, and then just get paid for playing music without actually having to go do shows. That's where I'm at this week, and these are more long-term rather than what I need to get done this week like I usually do. I don't know, just kind of laying the foundation for what I want to try and accomplish this summer altogether. So that's it for now, and I will see you next time.